operations, was doing the US visa appointment system. He developed that himself with another company, which was so successful for the US Embassy. As you remember, pre-1999, you had to go to the US Embassy at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning to line up to hope you get accepted for visa interview for the day. And then, if you do get accepted within, you still have to wait forever inside. And then after that, June developed in 1999 the service that would allow people to have them book appointments to be seen within 2 hours at the US Embassy. Essentially, the same system that we do for the DFA today. As you know, the last 2 years, the DFA has switched from the everybody come in the morning to people can call ahead and book their slot for a passport application interview. So a little about the company. We have 3 facilities. Our 3 facilities are 2 in Manila on Carlos Palanca, the former Rizage. Power doesn't go down because we're in the same power grid as Malacanang. I can walk to the President's office if I care to. And our 3rd facility, waiter, paki-deliver na. Thank you. And then our 3rd facility is on Shaw Boulevard. We do voice. We're also one of the pioneer members of the Contact Center Association of the Philippines, of which I'm a past president and concurrent head of membership and events. We do voice, SMS customer service, web chat. As you know, our NSO service has launched web chat already for 2.5 years, and the web chat service for the NSO has been so successful that it's been the driver of growth for our service for the last 2 years. We noticed that more people from the provinces use web chat because it does away with the toll fees of having to call. And actually, I myself avail of customer service using web chat now when I do customer service with other brands that I interact with, like the airlines or whoever. Because it allows me to do it at my own pace. Hindi ako tied up to the phone. It's also efficient on the call center's end because one agent can handle 3 or 4 chats at the same time. That's why it's a better pace of interaction. The person can see what you're trying to say and seek clarification if needed. Better than email. I'm sure you all know that. Email, you always have to, get it all through and try to get it all through in one shot. And when it's balik-balik, by the 3rd balik-balik, you're already irritated. Sa web chat, balik-balik is fine and it works. Email, of course, we still do that for one of our major clients. And we develop social networking apps, specifically Facebook apps. You can now order for your birth certificates through our Facebook page. Already, we develop in-house apps. And SMS support. This we pioneered in this industry. We've been doing it for over 2 years. We have a system called Teleserv Maestro, wherein we have developed a way to ticket properly Facebook comments and responses and reply to them using a team of agents as if it were done by one profile. So this is where our company seems to be leading the way, and we hope to be moving forward with it as the world gets to recognize the value of social media. Oops, sorry, it's going back. We were blessed to have the NSO as our first client in year 2000. And we do for them the NSO, what we call the birth certificate delivery. But incidentally, we also deliver the marriage certificates, death certificates, and certificates of no marriage as part of that. Essentially what it is your certificates delivered to you in 2 days. So you call,
pay through and our multitude of payment channels, and then we deliver. But we also are the ones that developed the system with the DFA for the appointment system. And we were also the ones that did the system before, where there was a VIP lane at the DFA, if you remember that, where people could come and have booking and be out in 10 minutes. Unfortunately, the DFA doesn't want to do that muna for now. But as soon as they start resuming, of course, we're first in line to carry that out, because we did so very successfully. We were doing it to the tune of 600 people a day in year 2007, 2008, and 2009. And it was very good for our clients, because they were able to really schedule a DFA appointment as if it were a finite part of their day. They know that it's something that if it takes them 30 minutes or 1 hour to get to the DFA, they get served within 15 minutes, they go home, they're back at work after their lunch break. But, well, as of now, the best we can do is offer an appointment service to everyone, so such that you will be served within the 2 hours that you set your appointment. We are now also working with the GSIS. We're about to launch the GSIS call center for their customer service needs. Their customers, of course, are the government employees who have historically had a hard time trying to get feedback regarding their GSIS contributions and their benefits. And we're offering a call center for them to access anytime they want. So I've discussed this earlier. And of course, our main service is the birth certificate delivery. You know, there are other ways of getting a birth certificate, right? You can go straight to the NSO yourself, which is a welcome thing. They did one, however, from the start pa lang in 1999 to decongest the queue at the NSO, which we are all aware of. And as for a small fee, our charge is 330 pesos per document. You can do away with having to go to the NSO and just come to us by phone, by web chat, or by phone or by web chat eventually. And we deliver the certificates to you in 2 days. The difference is, with us, you can take your time and ask whatever questions you want, whatever questions you need to be able to get that birth certificate order correct. At SM, you can go ahead and order for your birth certificate, but then again, if you try to ask them, what if my surname was such and such, or it was a late registration or such and such, or whatever, not many of them would be qualified to properly answer your queries. Sa amin kasi, 60% of the calls are calls that are for free. We field calls that are just inquiries as to how to get to the NSO, or etc. If I had a birth certificate done in the province, when will it be done? When will it be available sa NSO delivery, and so on and so forth. And this we've offered for free 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for the last 12 years. So I'd really like to use that leverage to really offer a better level of service to people at a very, very acceptable cost. NSO certificates are on security paper. Are you aware of this? Yes. Security paper is periodically changed by the National Statistics Office because to reduce incidents of fraud. Kailangan kasi yung hindi na-fake yung document. There are a lot of instances where the document is interesting to be faked, such as when a person tries to assume another identity for employment or for whatever fantastic reason, right? And the incidence of that is greatly lessened as the NSO changes their security paper, which is supplied by the BSP. Institutions such as embassies look for the newest version of security paper for authentic references. This is very important for us to remember, because when we try to apply for a visa, a lot of times, you have to go back and forth to do it over and over again, because some people just submit their local civil registrar copy. Some of them try to submit an older NSO certificate that they had in their closet or so. Sometimes tinatanggap yung older NSO certificate. A lot of times hindi. But you don't have to worry about it, because like I said, for $330, it can be delivered to you in 2 days. We do 96% of our deliveries within 2 days, and the remaining 4% is fulfilled on the 3rd day. So I want to go through the use of the birth certificate now, so that you're aware also now why a birth certificate is important. Of course, it is used as a proof of age for healthcare applications, as requirements for enrollment, as a requirement in a marriage application, passport application, a driver's license application. To open a bank account, it is also a requirement. It's a requirement for inheritance and property claims. For voters registration, it's also a requirement to show that you are that person of that age to properly vote. A requirement if you will run for public office. For PRC licensure exams also. For an SSS application, DOLE working permits if you're a minor. To establish that you are not a minor. Also, establishing family relationships, approving legal dependency, requirements for claiming of benefits, and to update this is a marriage certificate na pala, here. To update the status in PhilHealth, you need a marriage certificate. Also to update your status in the SSS GSIS database. To update data in your passport from single to married. To change your surname in a PRC license, and also in whatever private needs you have. Like for example, you're a member of a club or something or ganyan. You will be enjoying benefits of that club as a spouse. You need to show that as well. To secure as a legal beneficiary of a spouse. As requirements for legitimacy of a child or children, and requirements for claiming of benefits. Now, sa death certificate naman, it is used to claim life insurance, claiming pensions, settling estates, and to obtain burial permits, kailangan din. To obtain death benefits. And also now for the CNMR, or the Certificate of No Marriage. I'm not sure kung aware kayo, last February we launched a campaign just around a week before Valentine's, na sigurado ka bang single yung ka-Valentine's mo? Effective naman. Ako nga hindi single yung ka-Valentine's ko eh. Kasi asawa ko siya. Anyway, CNMR is used for visa requirements, to know if your fiancé is single. So one of the requirements in getting a marriage license, we'll provide you with this presentation anyway, so don't worry about it. And as requirements for legitimacy of a child, and requirement for claims and benefits. So the reason why I went through that whole list of important things is for me to be able to show you how important the work that we're doing is. I mean, I'm proud that for the last 12 years, we've been able to really help a lot of people with their documents. They email us, they call us, they write us postcards, letters to thank us for what we've been doing. Happy for me, it's my business. Happy for all of my office mates. It's something that we do. Not very often is it in the call center business that you get happy thanks from your clients, and we get that every day, and that's how we've been going strong for the last 12 years. So like I said, delivered in 2 days. So this is just to go through it quickly. This is how you do it. You just call or chat. The number is 737-1111, as stated in the newsletter. We've got the same number for the last 12 years. Yes. Not to be confused with sino po may on natin? 737-7777 is POEA. And not to be confused with 73111 and 737-1000 for TFA. And of course, the other food delivery options. Now the funny thing is we also provide the food delivery options. We're the delivery call center for Max's, Super Bowl, North Park, Mang Inasal. Recently, graduate na namin yung McDonald's. McDonald's was with us from the start in 2002, and then they built their own call center in 2008, which we managed for them for 3 years. At the end of our 3-year contract, it just wasn't fair. It was so okay that I was just sending one person there once a week to collect a consultancy fee, which was just not easy for me to take kasi ang dali-dali ng trabaho kasi well managed na. So we're proud also that in the food delivery business we've also pioneered ways to make it better. If any of you have transacted with any of the brands we represent, Max's, like I said, Max's, North Park, Super Bowl of China, Mang Inasal, McDonald's, and also Petron LPG delivery, you'll notice that the way we transact with you is very different from the way the other food delivery brands deal with you, or your calls with us.